Mel from adventuresofmel.com.
I'm Dan.
And tonight we're going to make chicken tacos. It's one of our favorite family meals. And I'm going to go ahead and tweet it out that we're live. And Dan will get you started.
So, for quite a few years now, we've been making tacos this way. We're really big into easy, quick meals. And this was probably one of the quickest ways we've been able to learn to adapt to a simple meal and do something quickly. So, you know, we come up with this recipe. I mean, we've probably been making it for 10 years now, but it works really well. And for those that are counting carbs, it's not very, for a taco, it's really not terribly bad. You probably, depending on what you have for your carb counting or something, you may only have to have one taco, then do, some meat on a bed of lettuce, but there's very not many things that contribute to adding carbs into it. So, first thing we're going to do is you're going to want chicken. Tonight I'm going to use probably about 2 pounds here, and I'm going to shred it up and put it in my Instant Pot. I've got my Instant Pot on saute.
Robin says hi from Anaheim. Hi, Robin.
Hey, Robin.
Now I'm going to shred cheese while he's shredding the chicken. I'm going to shred a little bit of Colby Jack and a little bit of cheddar. How much you use just depends on how many people you're feeding. Oh, and I also need to put the taco shells in the oven.
Now, we found these taco shells. They're made by I think La Tierra, but for low carbs, I mean, they're 4 grams of carbs for one shell. A lot of the other ones that are out there in the market, have 12, 13 grams per shell. I generally eat maybe, at most 1 shell, or half a shell, or none at all. But so I'm going to put about 1.5 tablespoons of butter in the bottom of the Instant Pot and get things moving. And I may have a little more chicken than what I want, so I think I'm going to save a little bit of this.
Nancy says hi. Hi, Nancy.
Hey, Nancy.
Yeah, this has been one of our favorite family meals for a long time. Our kids love it. Sometimes we'll make it with ground beef, and sometimes we'll make it with chicken. And sometimes they want hard taco shells, and sometimes we use soft tortilla shells. So it just depends on what mood we're in that night.
So this chicken was pre-cooked in the Instant Pot. I keep a lot of chicken pre-cooked, so it's easy to use. So you could start this from the beginning with raw chicken in the Instant Pot if you wanted, but it's been easier for us just to pull out cooked chicken and save a little time. But so second ingredient that we like to put in is salsa, or what were we using before? Picante sauce. Yeah. So this is just a mild, chunky salsa, and I usually, with 2 pounds of chicken, maybe it'll go in. There it goes. Probably start with 1 cup to 1.5 cups. You don't want it to be extremely wet or runny. You'll cook off a little bit of the water, warming things up, but you just have to adjust it a little bit at a time to get it to the consistency that you want. So, and this stuff here, this paste chunky salsa, only has about 3 grams of carb per 2 tablespoons. So, if you are counting carbs, adding a little bit of meat and some cheese on a taco shell, you're probably going to be sitting somewhere around, probably somewhere around 5 to 6 carbs per taco. If you want to put a little sour cream on it, you might jump up to 7. So
you can even wrap it in lettuce leaves. Uh-oh.
1 second.
Oh, it's just an alert, I think. There we go. Nancy says Rebecca is with me, and she says hi. Hi, Rebecca.
Hey, Rebecca.
There goes another one. It's okay. I think
I just can't see my head.
I guess I should have set my do not disturb.
I don't know if you probably have to go in and turn off all notifications on that.
Probably.
So there's a bunch of notifications popping up on her screen, and I can't see myself.
Do you need to see yourself?
It's weird. It's weird talking with no one here. At least I can see myself, and I pretend that someone's watching me. It's like, hey Dan, how are you tonight? Oh, I'm good. How are you? But next, I'm going to start slicing up some tomatoes. We always core the center out, and then slice it up, kind of dice it.
This is an easy meal when you have guests too, because you can just set it, you can get everything ready, set it all up in a little buffet, and they can just serve themselves however they like their tacos. Okay.
So how's the weather out where you are, Robin? And Nancy, how's your weather too?
Rebecca found the emoji buttons.
Uh-oh. I've seen some different things popping up on the screen there.
Alright, so I have the cheese shredded, and we had lettuce we had bought it already chopped. So I'm just going to give it a little bit more chopping to make it a little bit smaller for the taco shells. I forgot to set the timer on those. Oh well, they'll be done in a couple minutes.
They'll be on fire soon.
But they're really small taco shells, but they're really good. Did we say that they could wrap these in lettuce leaves too? I mean, if they really wanted.
No, we didn't. I had said about putting them on a bed of lettuce.
Yeah, or
I've
spinach.
wrapped them in lettuce before. So I usually stay. The tomatoes seem to bother me, so I stay away from the tomatoes usually.
I didn't mean to do that. That smells good. So the taco shells take about 5 minutes. Is it 5 minutes to warm up?
Just depends on the heat.
Yeah.
I usually warm them up at about 200, keep them from burning, but keeps them nice and warm. You took my knife.
Do you need this one?
No, I can make do.
Let's see. Nancy says, good day for tacos, one of Rebecca's favorites. She says, thunderstorms and dreary rain most of the day. And Robin says it's a little windy today, but otherwise nice in the mid-60s. Yep, it's been a little rainy here too. A little dreary, but I think it's supposed to get better.
I wouldn't mind being in the California weather right now.
You don't always take a road trip. Alright, so our lettuce is ready. And our taco shells are probably just about ready to come out. So I'm going to check on the taco shells.
So next week, you guys are going to have to do without us. We're not, at this moment, we're not going to have a video next week. We'll be back the following week.
Yes.
There's a possibility we might pop on a live video just to say hi. But we'll definitely be back the following week on Thursday at 7:30.
If you guys have any recipe requests, let us know in the comments if there's something that you'd like to see us make. And we'll see what we can come up with.
Oh, and another thing, we got text alerts set up. So if you want to subscribe, you can now text, what was it?
You text follow AOM live show to 40404. And that way you can get text alerts when we go live. Get this out of the
So
way.
if you want an alert when we go live so you don't forget to watch us, you can do that, and then we'll send out before we start.
I'm just going to move this out of the way. Sorry. Alright, so we're just about ready.
So you can see, I think you can see the consistency here. It's not really dripping with any sauce, but it's nice and coated red.
See what everybody's saying. Robin says, come on back anytime. We'll be here waiting for you guys. Good, Robin. I hope so. Okay, I'm going to check on those taco shells. They should be done now. Alright. And they are nice and warm. Where do you want them?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're ready to start. How do you guys make your tacos? What do you put in your taco shell? How do you layer it? Do you have, I mean, guacamole would be good. I haven't thought about that. But I'm just going to go ahead and make one the way that I usually make one. I usually will put a layer of sour cream, good tablespoon or so, maybe not quite that much. And then I put in a little bit of the chicken. Stuff it down in there.
See, I'm totally opposite on my tacos. I start with chicken because I want my cheese to melt on top of the chicken.
See, I put cheese on top of the chicken too.
But I start with a little more chicken too. I like to fill it in because I'm pretty plain when it comes to tacos. I pretty much like the meat and cheese. Did you tell them what kinds of cheese we're using?
Yeah, Colby Jack and cheddar are what we used.
So,
Robin says, we seem to have always put the meat first and then all the other toppings.
I'll put a little bit of sour cream on. But
Got it.
basically that's my taco. 3 ingredients: meat, cheese, and a little sour cream, and I'm pretty happy.
I top it off with a little lettuce and tomato. Yay! It's stuffed. Stuffed full.
So,
I'm going to take it up close. And here we go. You can kind of see. Yummy. Kind of see all the goodness in there.
Nancy says she uses shredded chicken because it's easy.
It's dripping. Alright. So that's how to make easy chicken tacos for dinner. And let's see. Robin says, looks tasty.
I'll find out in a minute. Actually, I'll find out now.
That's a good idea, Nancy. She uses a soft taco shell, then broken up tortilla chips, then chicken, cheese, lettuce, tomato, and sour cream. That sounds good, because then you got the soft and you got the crunchy. You got the best of both worlds. That sounds really good. I might try that. So we'll be back, not next week, but the week after. And it's going to be either Thursday or Friday of that week, but we'll definitely let you know. And next week we'll we'll put out an announcement telling you what we're making. And again, if you guys have any suggestions as to what you would like to see us make, just let us know. Because we would love to make something that you want to see. And if you have any questions, be sure to pop them in the comments below.
So, hope you try the tacos and let us know if you enjoy them. We really like them.
So we'll see you later.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.